This 7-year-old boy was abused, tortured, and killed by his mother and his mother's boyfriend. The boy's father, DeLanso Tucker, said this was his mini-me. He's not sure how to react after learning his son's tragic death, learning that he was horrifically abused. Alicia Holloman, the boy's mother, and Avion Trailer, her boyfriend, were both charged with first-degree child abuse, torture, and felony murder Wednesday. Now, the details I'm about to share are a bit graphic. Prosecutor says Deshaun Williams lived a nightmare before he was killed. He died of multiple blunt force traumas to the head and pelvis. He had bleeding in his brain and his pelvis was broken in half. His body was covered in scratches, scrapes, cuts, and burns over his face, back, front side, legs, and feet. He also had marks and bruises in a semicircular shape. Prosecutor says it looked as though he was dragged across a rough surface. They are just simply no words to describe how absolutely brutalized Deshaun was. Based on the facts and evidence we have, Deshaun lived a nightmare. Detroit police responded to a home in the 3700 block of Herbold Street just after midnight Sunday and found Deshaun covered with scars and abrasions. He was taken to a local hospital where he was pronounced unalive. During the investigation, police found areas in the basement that had been cleaned, but blood was visible with the black light. Police also found evidence of blood on various items used as weapons. Home surveillance video showed Trailer, the boyfriend, carrying a lifeless, moaning Deshaun down to the basement, with Alicia coming up and down from the basement multiple times. She came upstairs with Deshaun at 11:50 p.m. in a panic. The injuries that led to Deshaun's death were caused within a day, but his body shows marks and scars from prolonged abuse. There was also anal tearing and burn marks made after the boy died. Alicia's attorney, whose name was not clear during the arraignment, said Alicia had no prior criminal history and is presumed innocent until she is proven guilty. The boyfriend's attorney says none of the videos show him committing any criminal acts. He said it's speculation that Trailer committed a crime just because he was there and that he has no ill will. So wait a minute, we're going to say neither one of them had anything to do with this after them being the only two being seen on home surveillance footage? I get the whole innocent until proven guilty, but let's be serious. If only one of them were involved, the other didn't intervene or call the cops during the incident? Deshaun's father says,
Not in my eyes. I mean, she was never that type of person in my eyes. I didn't really get to spend much time with Alicia and talk to her.
The grandmother says,
I just can't see nobody doing this to a kid. He was a happy kid. He didn't let on. I don't know if he didn't, want us to know, or maybe somebody threatened him and tell him not to say nothing, but he didn't let on to us that he was in any type of pain, being abused, or anything.
now if the father claims to have not really spent any time with the mother and say he doesn't see this happening in his eyes with her, it's kind of hard to say that if you didn't spend time with her or really didn't talk to her. My heart goes out to Deshaun because if he wanted to tell someone or were trying to tell someone, nobody recognized the signs, or maybe he was just that afraid where he didn't let anyone know that he was in trouble. May justice be served, and may Deshaun finally rest in peace.